To be a quick tutorial on how to color correct. Really simple, really easy way to do this. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to have our background layer here. The first thing I'm going to do is I am going to make a new layer, like so. I'm going to take that new layer. I'm going to fill it, but I'm going to go to Edit. I'm going to say Fill, and then I'm going to say Contents 50% gray, normal 100%. I'm going to say OK. So now I have this 100% opacity, 50% gray card here. Then I'm going to go to normal and I'm going to say difference. And what the difference filter is going to do is it's going to show me everywhere where the colors are sort of opposite. So you can see everything that is light is dark, everything that's dark is light, etc., etc. But this black area here is going to show me the spaces that barely changed at all. And what that represents is it represents the gray, like a perfect gray spot. So what we're looking for is a gray tone in our picture. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to further check that out by going down here again to my black and white cookie, and I'm going to say threshold, which is right here, and I'm going to adjust the threshold. So this, if I go all the way to the left, is going to show me where that black is. So I'm going to go like so, and I'm going to see that that black is over here on this side. So I'm going to zoom in. You can use your magnifying glass, or you can say Control plus. I'm going to zoom in here like so. I'm going to use my eyedropper. I'm going to hold down the Shift key, and I'm going to sample just right there in that spot. So I'm going to leave that little pin right there, and I sampled that area. So I'm going to close the Properties window. I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to zoom out. So I'm going to say Control minus. I'm going to zoom out. There we go. So I can see it's still sitting right here. I am going to trash these two. So I'm going to trash threshold. Yes. Oops. And I'm going to trash my layer 1 because I don't need that anymore. So now I have this one little spot floating here in the background. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to curves. So I'm going to go down here. I'm going to say curves. And I'm going to look at there's a whole bunch of different controls here. Let's not get confused by it. I'm just going to go to this middle gray eyedropper here. I'm going to select it. I'm going to zoom in again. Oops, hold down my space bar and scoot this over. And I'm going to try to get as close as I can right into my little gray spot here. And I'm going to click right here. Boom. Now look at that. The colors change dramatically. Look at that. All right, so now look at the difference here. So let's close our Properties menu. So this is without the curves. Look at how reddish and orange that is. Look at that, much, much better, right? If you want to do a little bit more fine tuning, what you can do is you can go down into the black and white cookie, and I can go to color balance. And I can also fine tune. So cyan is the opposite of red, remember, magenta the opposite of green, yellow the opposite of blue. So if I feel like my picture is maybe too red or too magenta, I'm going to pull this over just a little bit. Maybe it's too magenta, I'm going to add a little bit of green. I don't add too much because it's going to get sort of weird. But that's pretty close as it is. So there you go. That's all you got to do to color correct. So you can see the huge difference that makes before and after.